Hi, I'm Don, here to talk to you about the new Jayco Pinnacle fifth wheel. Folks, I'm really excited about this web video because I got to tell you, the Jayco Pinnacle fifth wheel is the #1 quality fifth wheel on the market today. I can say that. I've been in the RV industry for over 20 years. I know I look handsome and I could no way be in the business for 20 years, but I have been in the RV industry for 20 years, and I feel very confident in telling you that this is the #1 quality fifth wheel on the market. I'm going to show you why. First, start by getting a good picture of the exterior here. Jayco uses on the Pinnacle what's called Gel Coat 360. 360 degrees all the way around, this entire unit is gel coated. What that means is the compartment doors, the baggage doors, the entry door, the slide outs, the side of the slide outs, every part of this on the exterior where you see this white high gloss shine is gel coat. Why that's important is because it's going to last longer, it's not going to sun fade, and that's true for your baggage doors. 99% of fifth wheels on the market today that say they're gel coat are actually not gel coat for the compartment doors, they're not gel coat for the entry door. With Jayco, 360 degrees all the way around, gel coat. Very, very big, high-end feature that comes with the Pinnacle. I'm going to continue to move down the side here, show you a couple other great features. Tons of storage in this. One of the things about the Pinnacle is its storage space. It boasts the largest storage space of anybody out there. I mean, you can count them. All the weaker brands, Montana, Big Sky, you name it, nothing comes close to the Pinnacle. 115 cubic foot of space inside there. I could climb it. I think that's as big as my brother's apartment. I got to tell you, and there's not a lot of space in there for his apartment really, but the storage space is gigantic. So it's just a ton of space. 115 cubic foot of space. That's about 30% more than a Montana, 30% more than a big, whatever you call it, Big Sky. The Jayco has just got it hands down over those guys. Plus, another big feature with Jayco storage, it's all heated and climate controlled. So it's air conditioned and also heated. That's a big plus because inside your storage area, sometimes you keep things like extra jugs of water or extra supplies. You don't want them to freeze. You want to be able to go wherever you want to go. You want to be able to go to Alaska. You want to take that once-in-a-lifetime trip. You want to be able to go down to Florida and Texas and that kind of stuff. With this unit, you can do it. Put your supplies in there. It's not going to heat. It's not going to melt. It's not going to freeze. That's the best part about Jayco storage. Plus, if you notice here, the storage is actually it's very easy for me to get to. It's very level. Jayco uses what's called the drop frame, or a Z-frame on their Pinnacle. Nobody else uses this that I know of. And what it is Jayco's frame. It's a 10-inch I-beam frame that goes all the way along the unit. And then when it gets right about here, it drops down, and that frame continues underneath here and then comes up underneath where the kingpin is. So what's great about that is Jayco drops it in a Z fashion. It allows you to have this extra level space when you're putting heavy items in, that kind of stuff. You're not kind of honking them over or lobbing them over or anything. Very easy to get in. Also gives you that extra storage space. That's a great feature. Plus, you can't help but mention this doors are fabulous. These are like bus-style doors. These are what you see on high-end Class A motorhomes. So these gas struts are going to hold them open. Most fifth wheels, you're kind of fumbling, you're hanging, you're hooking some cheap latch on the door or whatever. With the Jayco Pinnacle, you actually have the gas struts holding the door up. So easy to get in and out. You're not holding anything up. You're not worried something's going to crash you in the head. Plus, has the slam lock baggage doors. So these actual latches here are just like you'd see on a high-end motorhome. So great feature. Love the storage on this. It's a big deal. Super important to point that out. So as we move along the rest of the side here, you're going to see extra large entry door. Also, this particular unit has the keyless entry, which is a great feature, extra security, because we all know, the keys that you use on some of the fifth wheels or travel trailers, sometimes there's master keys out there. Well, if you have the keyless entry feature, it's great because no one's going to have your code. So it's super, super high security. Triple entry step. Again, 10-inch wide step. Most steps for fifth wheels, I think the Keybird or the Springer, whatever it is out there, those fifth wheels, they have like a 8-inch step. These guys Jayco uses a 10-inch step, okay, and it's a triple step, so it's wider. So when you go to step on it, you're not kind of like slipping your foot off or anything like that. 10-inch step versus 8-inch, plus it's a triple entry step. Plus it's lit. You see a light under here, Scott. Got a good shot of that. So it's a lit step, so at night it's really easy to get in and out. Plus you're getting a good shot of the I-beam frame there. 10-inch structural I-beam frame. Montana, all the other guys, you're going to see a much smaller frame. Nowhere near the durability of this. So polar barrier, what that is Jayco actually puts so much insulation, this 5-inch thick roof, 3-inch thick floor, that they actually take the unit, they put it into 0-degree temperature for 36 hours. They put it in a chamber, it's called a cold chamber. for 36 hours, and they maintain the temperature inside the fifth wheel at 70 degrees without any variation for 36 hours. Jayco's the only one I know that can do that. Big, big plus. So as we move down the side here, you're going to see this huge window that Jayco uses in their dinette. This is unbelievable. I'm going to talk more about that when we get inside, but this kind of shows you really well here, too, to get a good shot. Also, underneath, aluminum rims. So a lot of customers are like, well, aluminum, what's the difference between aluminum and, say, the other stuff that's out there? Well, other brands, they use steel rims. The problem with steel is it rusts. It just gets cheap paint on there and it gets pitted. Aluminum rims, those are going to match your truck, so that's a big, big plus. Plus, those are radial tires as well. Notice the Goodyear radial tires. Okay, as we walk around the back of the Pinnacle here, a couple great features I want to make sure I point out. First of all, it's a one-piece cap on the exterior. Again, this is a gel-coated cap. When I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I started talking about gel coat and how Jayco treats their Pinnacle a lot differently than anybody else. This is another example. The rear cap actually has a gel coat on it. So the gel coat is not going to fade. It's not going to yellow. Most brands, even close to this price point, whether it be a Heartland or Big Sky or Montana, whatever it is, they're not going to do what the Pinnacle does. One of the great features on the Pinnacle is gel coat cap as well, all the way around. It's not going to fade. None of that stuff. As we move around the exterior, detachable power cord. This is a great feature because it allows you to detach the power cord, store it wherever you want. Of course, cable TV, satellite input. That's kind of standard when you get into a high-end fifth wheel like this. One of the things I want to get a good shot of, too, is the window here in the slide. This is real important because most most fifth wheels, even close to this price point, the high-end fifth wheels, are not going to have windows in the slide. And if they do have windows in the slide, a lot of times they don't open. They'll put a window there, but they don't open because it's a cheaper window. Jayco actually uses windows that are not only large, but they also open. So that's a big, big plus. Again, gel coat on the side, on the slide as well, all the way around. Huge windows, all slide open. Again, this is a great shot of the aluminum rims. I mentioned that earlier. Big plus because the aluminum, again, it's not going to rust. It's going to match your truck. Also, you're getting a good shot there of the MoRide suspension. This is the MoRide 3000 suspension, so it's the upgraded MoRide suspension. That's a big deal because when you have all your stuff inside, when you store plates and you go down rough roads, say you want to take the Alaskan Highway and do a great trip, something I want to do actually someday soon, is to actually have something with the MoRide suspension because with that, when you're inside, nothing's going to bounce around, or when you're driving, nothing's going to bounce around. It's going to be, it's going to hold together a lot better because it's going to have a smoother ride. That's a big plus. Another great feature is the 12-gallon water heater. This is a 12-gallon gas and electric water heater, but also has the flush door. Notice how the door is flush on there. Again, most high-end fifth wheels are going to use actually a cheaper door that kind of lobs over the side or whatever. They use actually the 12-gallon water heater, so it's much bigger than the 6. It's gas and electric, and it has the flush door. Great feature. So another great thing I want to point out here is what's called the Unidock compartment that actually allows Jayco to put all their features, all their components in one area. They call it the Unidock. So the Unidock basically has all the features that you need to do to control all the mechanicals inside your unit, like the water and that kind of thing. Just running through what they are. I know sometimes it can be boring for people, but it's really important because Jayco does an amazing job with this. You have your water pump outside. You have hot and cold running water with an exterior shower. Exterior shower. You have the water filter. You have this is a soap dispenser actually here, so you can wash your hands. You have the bypass, the water heater bypass. So when you want to winterize, you can bypass your water heater right here. You have your city water fill, your portable water fill. You even have a feature that I just found out, and like I said, I've been in the industry for over 20 years, and I just found out they actually have this thing called country fill on this too, where you can actually pull water out of like a pond or a stream if you really do boondocking or far out camping or in the middle of nowhere and you need to pull water out of like a pond or a stream. You can actually connect up your city water here, switch this to country fill, and actually pull water out of a pond, which is amazing. Now notice too, this is also lit and this is also heated. So this is a big plus because you want to control your water and that kind of stuff. You actually have everything in one area. Plus a major advantage over everybody else, not Big Sky, not Heartland, not Montana, nobody. They don't have the drains here, these pulleys, the levers inside the heated area for your waste tanks. So your actual waste tanks you can dump from inside this heated area. Most of the time when you're dumping waste tanks, you're pulling the levers from being outside in kind of like a mucky, muddy area. With Jayco, it's nice and clean and it's all enclosed in a heated compartment. That's a big, big deal. And of course, I need to mention, their underbelly is also heated and climate controlled as well. So I failed to say that, but I want to make sure I remind everybody. So again, pointing out the compartment door, larger compartment door. It's on the gas struts, big plus. Propane tanks. This is great. This is absolutely phenomenal. They're actually on the sliding tray. Different brands sometimes put one propane tank on one side, one on the other side. The problem with that is when you need to fill your propane, you're running to two different sides of the unit. It's kind of not good. Plus, you kind of lose some storage space. With Jayco, they put it right on the sliding tray for you. Again, that's like a high-end diesel motorhome. That's a big, big plus. Okay, as we walk inside the Pinnacle here, you're going to see some amazing features. And now you're going to see why I said this is the #1 fifth wheel on the market today. I believe wholeheartedly. One of the great things, as you kind of get a good wide shot of this, you see inside the Jayco Pinnacle, it screams quality. This thing is just unbelievable. There isn't any part of this that's not the highest quality out there in the market. And I'll start from the very back here. You look at this cabinetry, all solid wood cabinetry. All the wood is actually pre-drilled and screwed for all the cabinetry all around, so you don't have any cheap staples or anything like that. So drilled and pre-drilled and screwed cabinetry, all hidden hinges. Notice the hidden hinges. Just redid a kitchen in our house, and I will tell you that cabinetry is expensive. Jayco spends the time and the money on their cabinetry. This is a steel hammered hardware. This is very, very high-end hardware that they use for their cabinetry. This is not cheap stuff inside here. It's all the highest end you could possibly use. Another great feature here, of course, is the fireplace. The fireplace is absolutely gorgeous. It's actually an optional feature, but we do bring it in with most of our Pinnacles. Not only does it look good, but it has function too, because it does throw off heat. So it's absolutely a gorgeous feature that actually has a great function too. So again, as we kind of pan around here and get a good shot of all this wood, you notice too, as we're going up, again, this hardware. The hardware is unbelievable. This is high-grade residential hardware. Hammered steel hardware. Matches the cabinet doors. As you kind of pan over here, you see the cabinet doors. Same kind of steel hardware all the way around. And again, these are Amish crafted, mission-style doors. We have glass inserts in some of them. You notice the high-end window treatments all the way around. Again, Jayco makes all their own furniture. When we look at a lot of their soft goods, we notice that it all says "Made by Jayco" on it. You can't go into a Heartland and see it says "Made by Heartland." It just doesn't happen. They don't actually manufacture their soft goods. They buy them from Taiwan or China or wherever they ship them in containers with. This is actually made by Jayco at Jayco. Unbelievable high-end feature. Jayco making all their own soft goods. Great, great feature. Again, day-night shades. As we kind of pan around here, you're seeing that these do have the day-night shade, so it's actually not only the day shade, but it's also the night as well. One of the great features, too, before we get out of the back that I do want to talk about, I just kind of remembered, is kind of speaking to Jayco's quality craftsmanship. One of the things they do, too, you check out this chair. It's really nice, but actually this chair flips into, because a lot of these fifth wheels are actually very high inside, and you have a lot of great storage in other places. This chair actually flips to make a ladder as well, which is kind of neat. And so you got a solid ladder here to actually go up and get into your high places, to get into your storage. Really great feature. That's a great, great plus with the Jayco Pinnacle. But what's funny about that is, try having a Gulfstream or a Keystone or a whatever brand, or Forest River, anything, make their own chair like that. They just can't do it. They don't have the ability. They simply don't have the ability. Jayco's noted for their honest craftsmanship. This is what you get with Jayco. Ingenuity, smart, high quality. So, again, get a good shot of the chairs here. Leather chairs, big window, huge panoramic windows. So if you're looking over the Grand Canyon or the Niagara Falls, you got a great, great view here. Solid surface countertops. Great quality countertops. These are actually the Korean brand countertops, so big, big plus because they are actually the high-grade solid surface countertops all the way around too, of course. They only just do it in one area, so it's a great, great plus. Notice too the lit. You're in a good angle there, Scott, to catch the lit toe kick. So you notice there's a lit toe kick. Again, this is just like high-end residential home. At nighttime, you just leave that on. You kind of watch. You can see where you're standing, and it's just a very high-end feel. Big, big plus. As you look at the kitchen, notice the appliances. This is a double door refrigerator, freezer, tons of space. I mean, this has got more than my house. Great space here. Huge refrigerator, Norcold, made in the USA, of course. So big refrigerator. It's a major plus. As we go around, again, notice the cabinetry with Jayco. Notice the glass inserts. Notice the hammered steel hardware. Notice the wine rack. These are things that you're just not going to get in the other brands. You're not going to see it in the Montana. You're not going to see it in a Big Sky. You're not going to see it in a Gulfstream. You're not going to see it in a Forest River. Plus, I almost forgot to say, Jayco's got a 2-year warranty, bumper to bumper. Everybody else is 1. So double the warranty, a better price, and better quality. You just can't beat the Pinnacle. Let me show you a couple of their kitchen features here, Scott. Again, a solid surface countertop, great cutting boards, but this is a huge sink. This is awesome. Pull out, again, residential, just all residential feel. Gooseneck faucet, pulls out, big deep sink. Oh, this is also an undermount sink. That's the newest rage in high-end kitchens now, is the undermount sinks, because if you're cutting, say, some lettuce or tomatoes on the countertop and you want to be able to clean up and, kind of sweep stuff in there, this undermount counter is a big plus. So again, this is really a high-end residential feel that you're just not going to get in the other brands. So great covers here, still make it look, really nice. Gives you a ton of space. Also, before I get out of the kitchen, I want to point out, has the basket slides right there, ball bearing drawer glides. You got your waste basket that pulls right out. Again, another feature of high-end kitchens. Pantry. This is on both sides. I don't know if it's passed. Yeah, it passes right through there. So both sides. Also gives you a little more cutting space too, which I like. Big plus. This is called the Diamond Floor by Jayco. So flooring's a big discussion in the RV industry now because people use all different cheap stuff that's out there, but Jayco uses what's called the Diamond Floor. This is an upgraded flooring. This is made in the USA. There's a lot of other brands out there now. A lot of people talking about the Bow floor and different floorings, but you know what? Not all of them are made in the U.S. I've actually researched some of them, and I couldn't believe what I found. But I'll tell you, Jayco uses products that are all made in the USA. And this is called the Diamond Floor. It's going to last longer than anybody else's, and it's also double the thickness. Diamond Floor, and you're going to find that in the Pinnacle. As we move through the dining area here, you're going to see this nice, it's got that Jayco makes their own table, makes all their own solid wood table. You're going to get a better view here of the large window. Huge window space. The bedroom is absolutely gorgeous in this unit. I mean, when I walk into this, I think master suite. It just screams master suite. It's a big, big plus of this brand versus other ones. You walk in, notice the cabinet, the closet. I mean, you got a closet and a fifth wheel that it's literally, I could walk into it. So I don't know if you'd call this a walk-in closet, but I'm in here. I'm almost 6 foot. It's probably a dream to say I'm 6 foot. I'm really probably 5'10", but let's just say for video's sake, I'm 6 foot. So we're almost 6 foot here. This is a great closet. This is unbelievable. I'll get out of your way, Scott, so you can get a good shot. But cedar-lined closet, storage place for your shoes. This is a high-end home. You could live in this thing of course, it's 4-season camping, and it's, got the best R value in the industry. But this is one where, you could live in this thing. Tons of space. Obviously, the highest quality out there. Washer, dryer, prepped. So this is where your washer, dryer would go. If you got washer, dryer, we take those shelves out. We put the washer, dryer right in there. They're all prepped for it. So you can put your washer, dryer in there. Again, notice the glass inserts on the cabinet doors. Nice hardware. TV in the bedroom. Chest of drawers at the end of the bed. Tons of storage space. Another thing, too, Scott, I wanted to get is, I wanted to point this out down there when we were in the living room, but I can point it out here. All their slide fascias on the Jayco Pinnacle are all solid wood. Why that's important is because most of the other brands, folks, you go out there, you tap on the Montana, or you tap on him, you got like a styrofoam. It's ridiculous. They make like foam wood or fake-looking wood stuff. It's just so cheap. With Jayco, they're using all solid wood. So this is the highest end that you can find. And folks, when you shop our pricing, you look at the products that we carry, you're going to find there's nothing else out there that's going to beat the Jayco Pinnacle. One last thing I'd like to get is the bathroom and the shower. So one thing I want to point out again on the shower is that this is the glass shower surround. It's got the ABS surround in the shower. It's a much bigger shower. Again, solid surface countertops. This is foot flush toilet. Absolutely fabulous product. Folks, I'm going to wrap up here and say thank you for seeing the highest end fifth wheel available on the market. This is the Jayco Pinnacle, and I'm Don. Come see us at any one of our dealerships. Thank you.